What's up, YouTube? Opex here. Today we're going to start our series with something along the lines of ghosts, spirits, things of this nature. I kind of just want to get it out of the way. I'll explain to you my experiences, what my thoughts are on it, and how my thoughts have changed over the years on spirits, ghosts, you name it. Now, I didn't really prepare. I just kind of got right into this. I thought about it. I was like, you know what should I start on? We'll just do ghosts. And I thought, well, I can bring a little bit to the table, so here we go. Thing about ghosts, though. Alright. Let's put it this way. I'm going to start with my experiences. My experiences have been at a very, very young age. I was in 3rd grade. And this is like my first feeling or first aware of things of this nature. Now, I love to start off strong and creepy with ghosts and shit, man. This is awesome, because now that I'm talking about ghosts and spirits and whatever the case along those lines, then we can go into things that really freaking matter. Now, I'm not saying that ghosts and stuff don't matter. If you're watching this video right now and you're like dead set on ghosts or some shit, cool. This video is for you. So, alright. So 3rd grade, I'm actually in the back of a classroom. At the time, I was in a Catholic school. There's a church right across the street. And, well, one day, it was an afternoon. It was a warm afternoon. I remember there was the sun was out shining. And I remember my teacher, she ain't crazy, man. My teacher wasn't crazy. Maybe at some levels she's crazy, in terms of being weird or whatever, but that's cool. But I've never seen her do anything weird like this. Now, I'm in 3rd grade. I don't remember my teacher's name, but she looks in the back of the class she's talking, right? She's like, da-da-da, about school. Who the fuck knows? I wasn't paying attention, even in 3rd grade. Now, she just stopped and she looked in the back. And now, granted, I'm in the back middle row. You go all the way back to the middle row, all the way to the back, and there's where I was. That exact spot. I don't believe there was a person to the right of me, but there's people to the left of me and stuff like that. But I was in the back middle row, and she stopped, looked right over my left shoulder, and I was like, "There's an angel." Just freaked me out, right? But here's the thing. I felt something next to me before she said that. But when she said it was an angel, it was like when it dawned on me, I was like, "What the fuck's right there?" She's like, "There's an angel over there." And she just stopped. And I've never seen anyone do that or her do anything weird like that. But she did it just like that at a Catholic school, 3rd grade, and she looks over my shoulder and said that there's an angel. I felt the Holy Spirit in me at full level. I'd never felt anything like that beforehand, and I've definitely felt it afterhand, being at church and stuff like that. You'll feel that. Now, that was the first time I felt it. I looked over my shoulder right away. I didn't see anything there, but the second I looked is when I had the full-fledged Holy Spirit was in me. Now, I don't know if that was my guardian angel. I don't know what it is. Especially at the time, I had no fucking clue. And of course, I believed her without a doubt because, well, what are you going to just be like, nah, whatever, I know more than you. I'm fucking 7 or 8 years old. I believe my teacher, It's an adult, and she just saw an angel, and it was next to me, and I felt the angel. So, I take her word for it. It was an angel, right? Well, years went by. I started going to church. I started feeling the Holy Spirit more and more, especially praying and talking about Jesus, and especially in church. Or, especially in my teenage years, I felt it more often. And then in my early 20s, whenever I would read the Bible, I would feel it, and it's weird because you would feel the Holy Spirit in you. Now, ghost spirits and stuff you don't see, but I will tell you a story now from some very, very, very reputable people that would never lie to me. And, okay, husband and wife, my mom and her husband. My mom, my biological mom, I was adopted, but this is my biological mother. Her and her husband don't agree on much. Don't expect them to agree on much. They're usually arguing. But one thing that they seem to agree on is that they were at night at their like in their couch or whatever they were doing at the time. And these two people would have never said this to me. Never in a million years. But they said that they saw the exact same two people behind their couch. They saw like the upper half of them, like from their stomach to their head. They couldn't see their legs or anything. It was about a 8 and 5-year-old kids. Two of them. One was a girl and one was a boy. And they just stared at him. Now, how does my mom and her husband see the exact same thing hovering behind them? Exactly the same. Their mind, nothing was playing tricks on them if they saw the exact same thing, right? Now, if they ain't seen the same thing, then okay, then you can say one of them might have been crazy or whatever. But they both saying the same thing, and the greatest thing about it is that these two people don't agree on much at all. So, with that said, that's an instance of somebody experiencing ghosts. Kids. They never seen them again, to my knowledge. Sorry, I have the ice cream. Maybe I should put that away. But anyways, that's an instance of ghost spirits, that realm, being seen or felt. Now, because I want to keep that experience going. Now, the experience that I personally had with a ghost, my biggest one was when I was 19, 20, when I was just turned 20 years old. I moved into the inner city with my brother and his girlfriend. And we had some friends that came over. Now, we always had friends coming over, don't get me wrong. Now, when we first started at this house on 49 Breyer Street in Rochester, New York, we knew something was up right away. I mean, things would happen that were unexplainable. We felt a feeling of something being around. We knew there was ghosts. We knew there was spirits. But there was nothing set in stone. We wouldn't really say anything, outside that text of just, oh, it feels creepy or anything like that. But one day, a good friend, Randy and Dominique, came over. And first thing Dominique did when she came over, she goes, oh, fuck, this place is haunted. There's a ghost here. This is a powerful ghost. And we're like, what the fuck? We never seen her act like that, right? Because we knew her for a few years, But that's the first thing she said. There's a ghost here. What the fuck? What do you mean there's a ghost here? Like, we kind of got it, but it didn't sink in until she was explaining it to us. That this ghost is very powerful, and she came over often after that, basically because of that ghost. Not to be creepy, oh, you got creepy friends, Opex, but more along the lines of when she came in and she noticed the ghost, she knew it right away. She explained a little bit about it in maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 visits. She knew a lot more about him than we thought. But then we started noticing, like me personally, I started seeing this ghost. It was like the day before she came, or 2 days before Dominique came over for the first time. I had a dream where I saw a ghost coming at me. So in terms of susceptibility, I was very susceptible to information along those lines. I was only 20 years old, and I didn't really have too much experience on ghosts, except that I believed that there was good ghosts and bad ghosts, like good spirits, bad spirits, angels, demons, So she started to explain a little bit more about them, that In my dream, it was a black guy that was a ghost, and he was coming at me, so he was a little aggressive, almost like aggressive, like crackhead aggressive. In my dream, 2 days or one day before she came over, but then like after like her fourth time coming over, she would come over maybe at least 3 times a week sometimes, like so she came over often, but after about the second week, she was like, okay, this dude's name is Marcus Black. And I was like, you know this fucker's name? He's black, he's a crackhead, he got gunned down at your house, and he's gay. I mean, there's a few more things he said, uh, but those were like the gist of it. So then I started thinking right then and there, gunned down in my house, how? She goes, there's a drive-by shooting through the windows. I was like, what? And I went to go check to see if the windows were newish or if they're like 70 years old, Like, first thing I did, I checked. The inside windows have bullet holes going right through them, right? You can't see that from the outside. And it was only in the room up front to the left that had that which was a bedroom at one point. So that was creepy that you cannot see that bullet holes from the outside, and you couldn't, and they were clearly shattered, like bullet holes going through them, maybe 9 millimeters, and nothing crazy capacity, but in terms of caliber, but probably about 9 millimeters, and you can't see those. So I was thinking to myself, you're making that up. So I went to go check, and it was right. In a room she's never been in before, she knew that shit, knew his name, all this shit, and I don't remember if there was a piece of mail that came to our house one day, and his name was Marcus. I don't think it was Black, but it was Marcus. So maybe she was a little confused about something, but that's crazy that she was able to pinpoint this guy. Then she started telling us, I would have to put 1 foot in hell in order to take this demon out of your house. Now, she would come over from time to time. She was a good friend with our good buddy Randy, her boyfriend. And, well, I started noticing things at a different level almost initially right away. And, like, we would have parties, right? I'm 20 years old. We had parties. We had big house parties. Talk about those kind of things at another time. But during one of our house parties, we're in a circle. Now, in our living room, into like the main walk-in room, didn't have lights. Wouldn't work. And it was dark. And we would have our parties at night. So it was a little dark in this room. But we can see each other, but not like clear and crystal. But what I started noticing is that the people, like really, really good people, talking like they wouldn't normally talk. And then I got the feeling of the evil presence. And then when I started opening my eyes, I started looking. I started seeing something going behind their heads and whispering in their ears. It used to freak me out. And I would see it. That was the first time I saw it, is when I really like looked at him. I would see it go behind like a really good friend of mine and just be like, let's do some coke. And then the first thing that you would see coming out of his mouth is, he would go from, hey, yeah, that was a good time. Man, what I would want to do is some coke, or maybe not verbatim, but you would see like them go from a transition from mostly positive to something quite negative, like, let's get some coke, man, And I'm like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? And then you see the motherfucker go to each person in the circle and just start whispering behind their ears. So they all got on the same page. Maybe he's trying to relive being a crackhead and a cokehead and stuff. Maybe he was trying to relive or even see that experience because that haunts him and he just wants to keep experiencing it. Now, that was just one of millions of times I've seen this guy do these kind of things. Now, in that type of experience, you got to understand, if you started explaining that to people, you might lose friends. You know what I mean? So you got to be really, really tight with somebody to be like, yo, I'm seeing this motherfucker whispering behind. Be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like 20 years old at the time, and I don't want to screw up my social life. You know, I'm out drinking, doing coke, and you name it. But so that was one experience. Then I started noticing things like there's a friend of ours that would come over. They would all come over and we play beer pong and stuff, right? And one night, one of them gets so drunk that he almost in our bathroom there is a like a duct that goes down like a furnace thing to spread heat up. I don't know what it's really called, but he stepped into it on accident and went right through. Most of him stayed above ground, but that duct itself went down. Right now, went downstairs to see what happened. Did it break? What happened? And we saw the duct or whatever it is that fell, and I saw the location. It was literally right under the bathroom. Right, but downstairs basement, it's pretty long, right? So I looked up and it was right where that hole is, where the bathroom is. I go, ah, whatever the fuck. Walk upstairs, continue on with the rest of the night, whatever. And this is around the time that, okay, so before I start skipping, in the morning, I went down to the basement to fix that duct. That duct had scratches going from one side of the basement to the other, all the way down. That duct got dragged all the way down. It has a scratch coming from where it was, where I left it, and the scratch of something pulling it all the way to the end of the basement. Um, I explained it to my brother, to Dominique, and she was like, "Yep, you're dealing with a powerful fucking ghost. This is not one of those ghosts that, you smell your grandmother's smell, and this is one of those ghosts that are up to no good, and they want to make their presence known. They are the type of person that cannot experience their ghostliness without, hey, I'm here." Um, Started explaining it to the guys that would come over and would play beer pong and the girls, and they would all think we're crazy, but we're like, this place is haunted. I'm sorry, just don't go down in a basement. And you're fine. Don't stay in dark areas because he will manipulate you if you're a weak mindset. Um, if we're hanging out in the kitchen or whatever, we're hanging out in the kitchen or whatever, and all of a sudden you would hear uh, like what would sound a little better? Yeah, that's a little better. And then I would be like, "What's that?" And then it would stop, and it would always come from the vent from the basement up to where the kitchen is. And then it'll know that I know that it was there because that's what it's trying to do, just trying to make some noise. What it sounded like was a lighter hitting some metal. That's what it really sounded like a lighter hitting metal, and it would do that just to get my attention. It would do it all the time. Fucker doesn't sleep, and during the day, the only time you can experience him is if you go downstairs in that pitch black. Even at night, if you have a light on upstairs, if you have no lights on upstairs, a lot of times I can't tell you. Somebody would come to the door, right? Like a vehicle will go into my driveway. What do I see? In the corner of my eye, up from the vent, going right to the window, and you see the blind, not the blinds, the curtains shake a little bit because it's looking behind it and stuff. It's freaky, man. Like that fucker lives downstairs, come up through the vents, and go over to the fucking door to see who just arrived. And I would see it happening, and I'd be like, "Jeez, man, I need to move or something, man." Um, so we're trying to get Dominique to play her part in terms of getting rid of this ghost. She explained it, like I said earlier. She would have to put one foot into hell in order to make that happen. All right. I'm going to skip that whole thing because I can go on all day about that ghost. So let's go more into, it's about like 21 at the time. 20, 21. It was probably later in the year when I was 20. I started feeling more powerful with the Holy Spirit. I wouldn't say I was 100% right with the Lord, but I definitely my belief structure, and I definitely felt more powerful. My brother and I were at my mother's house, my adopted mother's house, when I was 20, and my brother was probably 18, and he was having trouble with his own demons. Um, and we knew it was there. We knew there was something wrong, but there was one point where we're outside, and his demon was letting loose. He wasn't drunk, he wasn't high, he wasn't doing shit, and his demons were just latching, like trying to corrupt my soul, which is sort of impossible, even at the time when it was just basically impossible. No, so I find that my brother really enjoyed his demon. So the first thing I did, I couldn't take it no more. I laid hands on him and I started speaking tongues, and there was like the power of the Holy Spirit times 50 just came right in me and through me. And I basically said what I could say before I started speaking tongues. And, I ordered this fucking demon right out of his body. Right? Now, after I did that, the first thing I saw in my brother's eyes. Now, this took a lot out of me. That was a big jolt of energy that just went through me. That was like fucking electricity almost. So I started feeling weak after I did it. Felt weak. And first thing I see in his face was purity. Like I saw him. I didn't see the demon. I didn't see evil. I saw pureness, my brother. And I thought it was the most beautiful thing in the world. Because in my opinion, beautiful is your heart. It's your pureness. It's your whole. It's your soul. It's no form of evil. That is beauty. Now, when I got it out of him, he's looking good. About like a minute late, less than a minute later, about 30 seconds later, I started seeing him. Like he's talking to me normal. I have tears going down my eye because of mostly energy and a little bit of emotion. And I have tears going down my eyes. He's having tears go down his eyes because he just realized he's pure. He probably had no idea what I even just did. And he's, starting to find that or feel uncomfortable being so pure because he hasn't been so pure in so long. And I even remember me telling the story to my brother like 5 months ago or something. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. It's like, oh, if you don't remember that shit, that was only 9 years ago or something. If you don't remember that, then damn, that took a lot out of me. But anyways, so after about 30 seconds, he's starting to look for that comfortable feeling again. Now, if you read the Bible, I don't know where it is, but it says once you cast out a demon, like 10 more demons, more powerful than the last one, will re-enter that body. Well, that's pretty much what happened, because after his pureness, he searched for his comfortable spot again, and at that point, I just can't just keep. I'd be dead. I wouldn't have any energy, and I did my part. So once I cast it out of him, it's up to him, because I'm not going to be right there the rest of his life, But that's what happened. So he got some demons re-entered into him. It got worse when he drank and stuff, but he's good now and all. But ultimately, that pureness, is it's very hard to come by. That's like Adam and Eve before sin and stuff. That look was on his face, like he could do no wrong. All right, so it's a little bit about possession and demons and ghosts and spirits. So I told you a few experiences. I'm not going to go through and tell you every fucking experience. I mean, I'll explain this for you. Because we're already about 25 minutes into this video just talking about experience, I'm going to start getting to the next stage. All right. So even though I'm winging this, I didn't expect it to go 25 minutes. I should have come more prepared. Maybe my next thing I'll be more prepared. Anyways, let's say this. So the ghosts, right? I'm going to explain it to you this way. I know there's a vast majority of you probably watching this that have experienced or felt something in the room with them where they couldn't explain it to other people that there's something in the room. Someone's watching me or something, right? So when somebody's in the room with me, a person, right? I've gotten to the extension of my conscious awareness to where I can, I know when something's near me. I know. Person, not a person, cat, spirit. I know it's right there. So, so let's put it this way. I'm just gonna throw a random occurrence out there. I came home from work. I had headphones on, and when I got out of work, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I get in my apartment, go into my room. Everything else is dark. I had a roommate at the time, and he would like to stay up late and get drunk and stuff. But I thought he was sleeping. But I'm in my room, take off my backpack. I had my eyes closed, and all of a sudden I felt something behind me. I didn't hear it. I had my headphones on. My eyes were closed, and it's pitch black in my room. I didn't feel anything with stepping behind me, but I felt the aura of something. And the first thing I did was like I opened my eyes and I shot back like that. I scared the fuck out of my roommate who was just about to say, "What's up, dude?" with a beer in his hand. But it's things like that that I experience all the time. Now, when you take the person out of there and there's a being there that you cannot see, then we go into terms of, what is that? Was that just, oops, accident? I thought there was a person there. Or what do you do? Like, do you just say, I'm losing it? Stop being so critical and aware of things? What do you do then? Just start watching a bunch of television and lose your conscious life and just give it all away and be a robot, a moron, liberal view, physical realm, that's it. Bullshit? What would you do? All right. So again, you can experience these ghosts. Now, what you cannot experience or is somebody else's experience unless they put you into the realm of their experience. So that's what I was trying to do. So you can have an understanding of what I saw and what I did in my previous life. And now this is my intentions on this. My intentions is that to explain to you that this is real. This is I don't care if you believe in ghosts or not. Basically, you believe in ghosts because you are aware of them, or you don't believe in ghosts because, hey, that sounds crazy. And what is this channel about? Sounding crazy. Because when you sound crazy, you generally know something somebody else does not. That's what my idea of craziness is. It's not crazy as in mad, I'm shooting up a school. It's crazy as in I know something you don't. Period. I know something that you don't. You can walk into a room of 100 people. Each one of those 100 people knows something you don't. Doesn't matter what their age is, what their culture is, where they grew up. Doesn't matter if they're boy or girl or you fucking name it, fat, tall, skinny. What matters is that we all have something to give to the table, bring to the table. Now, if you believe everything you hear on television and believe everything your teacher told you in school, then you don't think for yourself. I apologize. So therefore, you guys are all drones. You guys are brought into the circle of the same type of understanding. If it goes against that paradigm of understanding, you're weird, you're crazy, what the fuck? That's not what we read in school. That's why I don't feel crazy. First off, I don't believe in the flat earth theory, okay? I don't believe in it. But if you knew everything about the flat earth theory and was like, had a different view than the global model, yeah, you look crazy. But guess what? Is there proof about the global model? Yeah. Is there proof about the flat earth model? Yeah. You gotta look at both sides. You can't just be like, that's not what we learned, moron. I was 5 years old. I knew the earth was round. Come on, what the fuck? All right, so ghosts, what do you think? Do you think that they're Real, fake? Let me know. Spirits? Do you believe spirits are fake? Real? Do you think angels are spirits? Or do you think they're physical? Or do you think they're both? That they can do both? Ghosts, are they just outside of our visual range of what we can see? Are they, um, what? Put your comment down below because I'd like to know a little bit more about what y'all think. And if I have, you know, someone commenting their thought, that's a plus for me. Now, what do you think? The ghosts are, like for example, Marcus Black, he's basically stuck in my house. Do you believe he can leave? Or he's stuck there? What do you think? Um, do you think some ghosts can be stuck places and some can't? Do you think some can be stuck in the woods, like in a field, like and can't leave a barrier, like the house for Marcus Black that he was stuck in? He couldn't leave. I looked at times like he wanted to fucking leave and fuck with other people, but he was stuck with me. You know what I mean? Unless he really, really, really liked my soul. Now I gotta admit, evil really, really wants souls. I gotta admit that. There's something about going after a good soul that evil love. They'll go after the most purest souls that they can find. Mine gets attacked daily, you know. That's why you see like a bunch of Christians and stuff. They always say, "Well, the fight is the fight. It's hard. There's always so much trials and tribulations, and there's so much that you can battle with on a daily basis." Well, I get that too. I think most people get it, but the people that say that there isn't a battle of good and evil, well, whether you believe in the Bible or not, you pretty much know that the evil side's got them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe everything I read in the Bible. No. I don't believe every freaking word I read in this version because it's different than the last version, which is different than the version that just came out yesterday. So I don't believe, not specifically because of that, but because more or less, oh, cool. Ghosts. What are we talking about? I don't believe that ghosts can be as powerful. I believe ghosts can be as powerful as they want, but only in terms of what you allow them to do. For example, you give them strength by getting scared. If you're scared and susceptible, they can use their powers and magnify it. Now, if you can like sort of astral project away from your body, yeah, a demon can possess it very easily. So that's why I stay away from astral projection. Not saying I haven't done it before, but that's off topic and that's another video. I don't really have much else to say about ghosts other than there's a lot to learn from them in terms of are they afterlife? Is that purely it? Are some ghosts? Are some not? I mean, when you die, are you for sure going to be a ghost, or are you for sure going to be going to heaven? Are you for sure going to hell? Are you for sure just staying on the earth? Are you for sure? Are you going? Where are you going? You know, there's a lot of questions there. Demons. What do you think? What's a demon? Is an angel and demon just ghosts? You know, probably not. Most of you will be like, nah, that two different things. But I'm trying to figure out also because, like I said, I'm winging this. I just kind of was on the phone for like 3 hours straight, with people. So I'm kind of like way out of my talking mood, and I just threw this on, press start, grabbed a popsicle, and it's like, let's talk about ghosts or something. So it's a terrible first video in my eyes. But this was the one that was probably my starter, get out of the way, because I'm not too big into the ghost thing. I'm more into what you can manipulate around you, and in terms of like your relationships, in terms of what you can do to better yourself, and overall, there's a lot of fucking shit I can talk about that will make me sound crazy. The world does not revolve around you. You know what? The world revolves around the sun, right? Science, right? Well, let's change that. Say the world revolves around you. Because if I can get you to believe that the world revolves around you, I can change everything around you, from ghosts to anything. You can make everything about your life 100% different and manipulative. Being able to manipulate it, I mean. So I'm gonna stop this video, and if you guys want to subscribe, because there's gonna be more weird fucking shit that you're gonna have to deal with me more, obviously. So if you like this shit, if this gets you to think a little bit, even though I didn't really do much in terms of this video, but there's gonna be videos out there that I'm actually gonna start, rewriting things, like maybe I should talk about this or that, instead of just winging my first videos, because it is what it is. Alright, guys, subscribe, like, comment, all that bullshit. I hate being that guy. But keep it real, guys. Stay tuned with your conscious awakening. And this is Opex. I'll see you later.